Ooh. Oh, I had something crawl out my throat here. Welcome to Tyler's Talk, ladies and gentlemen. Today is May the 27th, I believe. Yes, it is. Today is the May 27, 2025. We're going to be talking about WWE Monday Night Raw Results. My hair is messed up, man. Like, seriously, look at my hair. Is that dirt on my phone? Yes, it is. Sorry about my hand. I just trying to get dirt off my phone. Ladies and gentlemen, we got some Money in Bank qualified matches for the men's. We didn't get one for the women's. But Liv Morgan made a return. Roxanne kind of got caught in 4K trying to rub Dominic's shoulder because it looks tense. She brought chicken tendies. I think Dominic is going to have another cheating gimmick when he cheated on Rhea Ripley for Liv Morgan. Will he do the same thing with Roxanne, or will he have two girls? Well, I don't know. Beats me. Ladies and gentlemen, Seth Rollins, mostly Paul Heyman, explained the whole thing between why Bronson Reed joined. And he introduced everybody to Bronson Reed, Braun Breaker, and Seth Rollins. And Seth Rollins saying the future is that they got the power. And they want more power by winning the Money in the Bank qualified match. If Seth Rollins wins, he could get the Money in the Bank and then cash in and get more power. That's the beginning of the show. I don't remember everything. Nobody interrupted them. They just talked. We heard from Jey Uso and Gunther because they have a match after Money in the Bank on June 9th. Ladies and gentlemen, Jey Uso has a big tag team match teaming up with Cody Rhodes to versus John Cena and Logan Paul. So he talked about that. Well, he was about to talk about that until he got interrupted by Gunther. Gunther has some things to say. He said, "You've been champion for a long time." He's surprised. But he's going to take it from Jey Uso and bring the title back to Gunther's ways. And Jey Uso is just tired that everybody says that he doesn't deserve it. He doesn't look like a world champion material. He's not happy about that. He's going to beat up Gunther. He's going to beat Gunther and retain his championship at June 9th. Ladies and gentlemen, we didn't get any more matches made for Worlds Collide. We know the North American title from NXT will be defended. But I think we're going to find that out tonight on NXT. When they do it. When they tell us who's going to be the competitor. The competitor that will face Ricky Sayers or Ethan Page, whoever the champion is, on tonight's to NXT. Remember, this match is starting off NXT. Well, ladies and gentlemen, we know that Trick Williams is now on both NXT and now TNA because he is the world champion now. I'm hoping that we don't get the same thing that we got from AEW, where Kenny Omega never defends the dang thing. And no TNA stars was fighting on AEW, trying to get a shot to the title. Kenny Omega has to show up on TNA. I hope that's not the thing. I'm hoping that's not the situation. I'm hoping the situation is that Trick Williams shows up on TNA, he shows up on NXT, and defend it on every show. Not every show, but you know what I mean, defend it. Don't be like Kenny Omega, just hold it like it's a real belt that holds your pants up. Because he did not defend the damn thing. So yeah, that's all these segments we had, and we got some interviews, we got a whole bunch of things. But let's get to the Money in the Bank qualified matches. And the other matches. So, first qualified match, we got Penta versus Chad Gable versus Dragon Lee. I'm happy for this one because it's new guys that never won a world championship in WWE and never won the Money in the Bank briefcase. At all. And, ladies and gentlemen, Chad Gable got distracted because Vikingo, his opponent for Worlds Collide, was at ringside and he was yelling at him saying, "You see what I did? See what I did to him?" And then he attacks Vikingo. And then when Chad Gable had the upper hand, Vikingo attacked Mr. Chad Gable. He did an enziguri or whatever that kick was. And then Dragon Lee looked like he was about to win. He did the foot stomp on the turnbuckle of the trio. Whoa! And busted open Chad Gable. But Mexican Destroyer from Penta, and he gets the win. He's going to the Money in the Bank. He qualifies for his first ever Money in the Bank ladder match. Hey, I think Penta would be great in the ladder match. You saw what he did in AEW. If he's allowed doing crazy stunts like he did in AEW, I think it will be a fun match because there's a luchador in that match. Well, ladies and gentlemen, I feel sorry for Tozawa here. Tozawa's trying to fight for his friend because remember what Rusev did to his friend. He wouldn't let go of the accolade. So he issued a challenge to Rusev. So we got Tozawa versus Rusev, and Tozawa had some upper hand until he got the Machka kick in the face, and then he got the accolade. Rusev wins the match, but he wouldn't let go of the submission hold until Sheamus came out and made the save. And remember, these guys were part of a tag team, a part of a faction, the League of Nations, and now Sheamus wants to fight Rusev. Let's see what if we get that match somewhere maybe next week. I have no idea. Well, the New Day got themselves into a little pickle. They had to defend their tag team titles in a triple threat match. But they kind of used the Creed brothers, trying to make them help them to beat up the War Raiders. And they did. But at the end, Xavier Woods betrayed one of the Creed brothers and gets the pin. I think he did a cheating roll-up. And they can retain the tag team titles. We have Kairi Sane versus Liv Morgan. Liv Morgan caught Roxanne Perez touching Dominic, and the Rat, Raquel Rodriguez, was telling her everything that happened in the club while she's doing her movie. And I guess she's not really happy with Roxanne Perez, because now she's getting cheated on. But ladies and gentlemen, and then Liv Morgan tried to go to Adam Pearce to get a Money in the Bank qualified match, but she bumped into Io Sky and Kairi Sane. She talked about Damage Control reunion, but she thought it was dead because Dakota Kai left. I don't think they could. I don't think they have to get rid of Damage Control until Asuka comes back and they could win the tag titles. They already got the Women's World title. But I would love to see something for Kairi Sane. I really love to see it. And then Liv Morgan just keeps making fun of Kairi Sane because she lost her qualified match for the Money in the Bank. So Kairi Sane issued a challenge to Liv Morgan to a match, and she accepted it. It was a pretty decent match for Kairi Sane and Liv Morgan. It was pretty good, but at the end, Kairi Sane was about to do her insane elbow until Roxanne came out and saved the day. She pushed up Kairi Sane, and then Raquel and Roxanne was arguing outside the ring and distracted Liv Morgan. Liv Morgan was about to do her finisher until she got rolled up, and Kairi Sane wins the match. We have the Seth Rollins, and ladies and gentlemen, it looks like Liv Morgan blames Raquel of what happened. She said you could do better. That's not good. Is Roxanne going to replace Raquel? Or is Roxanne going to replace Liv Morgan in the Judgment Day for Finn Balor? Finn Balor was loving it when Liv Morgan caught Roxanne touching Dominic's shoulder. He was loving it. He was smiling. He was smiling big, and he was loving it. Well, ladies and gentlemen, our main event was Seth Rollins versus Finn Balor versus Sami Zayn for the Money in the Bank qualified match. This is our last one until next week because Raw needs one more for each side, the women's side and the men's side. So as SmackDown. But SmackDown will have their full men's, their three men's, after the last Money in the Bank qualified match with Jacob Fatu, Carmella Hayes, and I forgot the other guy. That guy. But yeah, ladies and gentlemen, that's happening there. And I don't know. They didn't show us what's happening next week. Why is Raw being so surprised? Why do they want to be surprising? Well, ladies and gentlemen, it was a pretty decent match with these guys. They went all over the place. They were doing crazy things, near fall after near fall. But of course, Seth Rollins' team has to come out and try to take out Sami Zayn. Jey Uso came out because he told Sami Zayn, I got your back if they want to do numbers game on you. Jey Uso came out, but it didn't work out very much. The numbers was too much. While everybody was hurt and distracted, Dominic Mysterio came out and slides a chair in the ring for Finn Balor, and it didn't work out because Seth Rollins did a stomp onto Finn Balor onto the chair. Got the 1, 2, 3. Seth Rollins is heading to Money in the Bank. And then Seth Rollins told everybody, told Bronson Reed and Braun Breaker to attack Sami Zayn and Jey Uso more until CM Punk's music hits. And Braun Breaker and Bronson Reed went up to the stage because they thought CM Punk would be going there. But CM Punk came from the audience and attacked Seth Rollins and did a GTS onto Seth Rollins. This is not over. And people said CM Punk might be injured. Doesn't look like he's injured to me. It's a ruse. Well, ladies and gentlemen, if you guys enjoyed this video, hit the like button, leave a comment below, hit the subscribe button, hit that notification bell. I can't wait for this Worlds Collide because it's going to be an interesting show. I think it's going to be interesting because some of these guys never been in a WWE ring. Like, this is weird seeing Vikingo in a WWE ring. It's weird that he's attacking a WWE superstar that never been in a WWE ring. Like, some of these guys I can't wait to see in the ring. Like Panigo and Psycho Clown. Like, they showed us a little package of the trio that Legatos is going to face. And it's just weird that we've never seen these guys in WWE before. And now they're coming to WWE. So that's interesting. It's like watching some TNA stars that said they would never be in WWE. Now they're in TNA because of the partnership. Now they're showing up in WWE. Like Mike Santana, I don't think we will ever seen Mike Santana ever before this whole partnership. I don't think he will ever sign with WWE. But now he's in WWE. Well, he's not really in WWE, but he's showing up in WWE. There's some wrestlers like Rosemary. I never thought she would ever come to WWE and have a match. Now she's in this TNA partnership, and now she's allowed. So that's I'm happy for that. That some of these wrestlers that never stepped foot in the WWE ring, and they have their chance to do that. Yeah, it's in NXT, but when they do their PLEs, they go there. There's a lot of fans. Sometimes they go to different cities on their weekly shows. Sometimes they go to Chicago. Sometimes they go to New York. They go to different places. They're not always in the Performance Center anymore. They go to different places. So sometimes they are in the big audience. So yeah, I think it's pretty cool for them that they actually getting this done. Having some TNA stars show up on the very first WWE, their big moment. It is a big moment for them. I wish Ace Austin had that big moment, but he's not part of TNA anymore. But if he signs with WWE, he could still have his big moment, but he might sign with AEW. It could still be a big moment for Ace Austin, but what are they going to do for Ace Austin in AEW? Because it looks like everybody in this, every championship in WWE, anyone could get a title shot now. Like, you saw Miles Bourne. I think if it was the olden days, Miles Bourne would never get a shot of the NXT title. Maybe a random one on NXT Weekly Show, and he just gets squashed. Like, the guy had a great showing on Battleground. If it was the olden days. But now these days, anyone could get a shot of a championship. It doesn't matter if it's the North American title, the tag titles, or the World Championship. Looks like anyone can get the title shot, and you could actually have a good match. And now they have a second World Championship. The TNA World title is now on NXT, and we might see more TNA stars trying to take the championship off of Trick Williams until they find a real good competitor that could have a good rivalry with Trick Williams for that championship. But I think there's going to be a little side quests for Trick Williams to face, try to take his championship until that main person, and people are saying it might be Mike Satana. Mike Satana's going to be on NXT with Trick Williams. Let's see. It could happen. Remember, they had a little face-to-face with each other on the TNA show. So it could happen. It could be Trick Williams and Mike Satana, but they had to build it up. That's why Mike Satana's having a match in the WWE, having his first match. So yeah, can't wait. See what happens there. Let's see what they're going to do with the Trick Williams on TNA and on NXT. That's all for me today. If you guys enjoyed this video, you know what to do. Hit the like button, leave a comment below, hit the subscribe button, hit that notification bell. I will see you guys tomorrow for NXT results. Now I got TNA in my head. NXT results. That's all for me today. Time is out. Bye.